Edmund Kwok took over as chief executive in November last year, and before joining the NKF, he was vice president of oncology at Parkway Healthcare. He joins us in studio to talk about his first 3 months in office and also plans for the organization. Edmund, welcome. Thanks for joining us. So about 3 months in office since you took over, and maybe you can share with us any specific areas that you've chosen to focus on.
Well, as you've said, now the numbers of kidney problems, kidney disease, kidney failure has gone up to 4 a day. For the foundation, we are actually seeing 100 new patients net per year. And this is about 1 dialysis center per year. So obviously, we must continue to look after our patients well. But at the same time, we will want to go out and focus upstream on education and prevention of kidney failures.
Of course, prevention is always better than cure, but you've taken over an organization and filled some, or had to fill rather, some pretty big shoes by Ms. Eunice Tay. Tell us about the NKF that you inherited.
Well, firstly, I must first say that, NKF, this job is really very, very meaningful. Meaningful because we are helping people who need help. Not only are they sick, but they're also poor. So the other thing also is that this job has been very humbling, largely because as I talk to the patients, you find them, although they're not well, they're extremely positive. And instead of helping them, I find that they help me instead. The other part also really because there is a great responsibility, I find, doing this job, because our patients are getting older, which therefore means they are more frail, there are more complications to deal with, and we're also getting many more patients. Back then we were looking at 1,800 patients thereabout. We're now passing the 3,000 mark, going towards 3,200 patients. So we therefore need to have the concerted efforts in trying to, one, keep people as people and not as patients, and then looking after these patients well, so that they can have the best quality of life as much as possible.
Yeah, and this is something that you really can't do just by yourself, not just the NKF, you need a lot of support from outside as well. Let's talk specifically about the Kidney Live Donor Support Fund that provides financial assistance to needy donors. We've talked about organ transplant in Singapore before. Tell us, how has this program been received?
Well, so far, since the program has started in 2009, we've helped 17 people. The numbers are not great, it's not as high as we want them to be, which is why we also feel that there is a need to appeal to people to come forward and to donate their kidneys to the loved ones, because transplantation is indeed the best modality for kidney failure, failing which then they go for dialysis. Right. So if we can get more people to donate, then more people will be able to benefit from this program, because this program actually covers the annual health screenings and also medical follow-ups. Mm-hmm. We also do a one-time reimbursement for loss of income. They also get their hospitalization and surgical premiums, insurance premiums covered. We also have this group life living policy, which recently has had its coverage increased from 100,000 to 200,000.
But you see, the thing is, for many people, that may not be the thing on their mind. They're more concerned about the fact that they are donating an organ, and there are certain concerns for their own well-being. I mean, are some of these misconceptions, or do you think it's a lack of awareness, education? Largely,
I think it's really a lack of awareness. I mean, people don't realize that they can actually survive with 1 kidney and very well at that. Also, that now with the modern advances and all that, it's actually very safe to, do this operation. And really, the program is not to encourage people to do this, but really to help them alleviate some of the fears of the cost of the post-operative, conditions and all that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much for. We've run out of time, but thank you so much for coming in, sharing your insights with us, and just been speaking with Edmund Kwok there, the NKF CEO, on his plans for the organization after spending about 3 months in office.